You've probably heard of covert narcissists, maybe malignant narcissists too. But what if I told you those are just surface level labels, popular in trauma spaces, but far from the full picture? Now, this is part one of my two-part series on the different types of narcissists. And for those of you who haven't heard, the Attachment Trauma Lab, our group coaching program, is now open. You'll find the link in the channel description. Just copy and paste it into your browser. And if you sign up by Sunday night, the first month is only $29. And I look forward to seeing you all in the group. So let's start with what most people know. Pop psychology and coaching communities tend to break narcissism into three familiar types. One is the overt narcissist. This is the classic narcissist that most people recognize. They're arrogant, entitled, attention-seeking, and openly self-important. They brag, they dominate, and they don't hide it. But they're also the easiest to spot. And number two is the covert narcissist, also known as the vulnerable narcissist. Now, this one's trickier. They come across as sensitive, self-effacing, even insecure. But underneath, they still feel superior. They just disguise it with victimhood, passive aggression, or emotional manipulation. And you'll often feel like you're the selfish one, even though they're draining the life out of you. Now, number three is the malignant narcissist. Now, this one blends narcissism with antisocial traits. Think cruelty, paranoia, and manipulation on purpose. They enjoy control, and they don't mind causing harm to get it. This is the most dangerous kind of narcissist, often overlapping with sociopathic behavior. These labels can be helpful, especially when you're healing from relational trauma. And that's why they're so common in trauma-informed coaching. But they're still oversimplified because not all narcissists look the same, and not all of them feel like narcissists when you first meet them. Now, researchers like Dr. Elsa Stam and Dr. Drew Weston, not the popular radio and TV personality Dr. Drew, have spent decades studying narcissism more closely. What they found are 5 core subtypes, and they reveal just how differently narcissism can show up in the real world. The first one is grandiose narcissist, then there's the vulnerable narcissist and the malignant narcissist, the high-functioning narcissist, and the communal narcissist. So that's 5. So in part 2, we're going deeper. Because sometimes narcissism hides behind charm, generosity, or even spirituality. And if you don't know the signs, you'll blame yourself for their behavior. And we started with the 3 types you've probably heard about. The ones pop psychology used to help people spot patterns after they've been hurt. But those labels only tell part of the story because narcissism doesn't always look toxic at first. Sometimes it looks kind or supportive or deeply insecure. That's why it gets in so easily and why so many people miss the danger until it's too late. In part 2, we're going to break down the 5 subtypes that researchers actually identified so you can recognize the warning signs earlier and protect yourself before it gets that far.